Good morning. It is a humid day and weekend. And as you can tell, I don't have any glasses on this morning. I'm so excited. I finally got my contacts. And although I didn't put any lipstick on this morning, I was rushing around. There's the first primary director of my show back there peeking in. They're both out here this morning. You'll probably see them both. So anyway, yes, I'm so excited about my contacts. I had gone to the eye doctor good morning, thank you for being here, just before all of the virus thing kind of locked us down, and I couldn't get my prescription to even order them. So I've been waiting. Thank you for the like. So I've been waiting and waiting. And finally I got my prescription, and it still took another 2 to 3 weeks before I got my contacts, but I'm so excited I finally got them. So you may or may not be seeing me in glasses on and off from now on. So this is recorded on a Monday. Usually Mondays are National Diet Days, which means that we start all over on our diet because we blew it, or we went off the diet, or we went sideways or whatever. And then just kind of, it may have started on Thursday, it may have started on Friday. You ate something that is normally not on your food plan, felt badly about it, like, well, I'll just start on Monday because I've got this birthday party on Sunday and I'm going out with friends on Saturday. And so then you just keep building up it's not even a resistance, but you keep finding ways, so reasons why you should continue to stay off your diet rather than stay on it and still experience those things like birthday parties and friends, going out with friends. So here we are on Monday. And last week I was talking about choices and how to determine what you really want rather than what you think you want. And if you did the exercise about, yes, I know you want to, I'm going to use the word lose weight. I don't like to use that except for in marketing and just kind of homing a point, because really when you say lose, your subconscious mind freaks out and wants to find it. That's part of the reason why we go on and off diets. So lose it, release it, shed it, get rid of it, however you want to put it, so that you can be in more of a factor of letting it go than losing it. Good morning. You're here. So, hi, Kathy. Fun to see you. Happy birthday last week, by the way. So, this is what's happening. If you go back to last week and you look at what's the process around choices and some of the choices that you are making, you are in the process stage, or you feel like there's less of two evils, or, good morning, there's 8 different ways of making inefficient choices that we fall into the trap. And that is what happens when we have the weekend and we kind of go off or blow our diet or whatever it may be. That puts us in the mode of staying that way until Monday. So here we are on Monday. And if you did the exercise about drilling into the whys and the whats behind the reason you want to lose weight, then you have found the foundation of what's going to keep you on a program to actually release all the weight that you want. And so I grew up in Michigan, and in Michigan we had basements in most of our homes. You had a basement, then you have the main level, and then you have a second story where most of the bedrooms are. Main level is the living area and the kitchen. And even if you don't have a basement in your home, because in Florida most of the homes are built on slabs, so there's no even crawl space. You may have a crawl space, but you have your slab. There's still a foundation, right? There's still how the house is built on top of. And until that foundation is built securely, whether it's a basement, a crawl space, or a slab, your house is not stable. Same thing happens when we are making choices about moving forward in our life, regardless of what it is. We're going to concentrate on weight loss, weight release. However, you may have financial goals, you may have business goals, you may have career goals. Same is true for everything. And what's going to help you drill down to what's that foundation is the what and why question. Why do you want this? What's the results? What's going to happen if you get them? And it's going to really shed some light on some beliefs that you have in your foundation that is creating, that house of cards saying that, excuse me, the bugs are itching me. The house of cards saying that it's very unstable unless you have a foundation. Any attempt to achieve your goal is going to be unstable. And any challenge to that goal is going to be easily swayed into the decision to not receive your goal, if that makes any sense. So for instance, my foundation is to feel healthy, feel better in my body, to stay thin, and because I've released 70 pounds and I've kept it off for 20 years, this is a conscious effort every single day. It's a conscious decision every single day that I make. The foundation, though, is what has changed. And the foundation, that makes it easier for me, whether I'm on or off my diet. In other words, whether I'm eating things on my food plan or not, I don't consider it on or off my diet. I'm not on a roller coaster anymore. So that's my foundation. My foundation is my belief about being thinner, healthier, feels more free. I feel happier around myself. I'm more confident with myself. There's a lot of things in my foundation that I had to change in order to maintain my weight loss. In that foundation, I had to go into what is this I really want. And these are usually going to be feelings. If you drill down with the what and the why question, it's going to be feelings. And it's going to be things that you want, that you are expecting to achieve when you're thin. And may I share with you this? Sometimes when we get to our goals, there's a disillusion of what it's going to be like, as if a magic wand has been shown a light over us. Good morning, everyone. And it's all of a sudden easy to maintain your weight. It's far from the truth. You still have to keep going back to that foundation and explain what and why is this important to me. And that belief and the belief systems that you have in that foundation, which in this case would be your subconscious mind, may not be supporting you in releasing this weight. You can change that. You can change that easily. Sometimes so subtly you don't even know that you've changed it. Hey, Doreen, sorry. Monday morning, having trouble with my mouth this morning. So glad you're here, thank you. So, go back to Friday and Thursday, 8 inefficient choices, and then Friday is the why and what question. So you can start creating a foundation that's going to support you, that you're no longer on a house of cards, and which means that if you go out and you eat something that is not on your diet or not on program, that everything doesn't fall down and you have to start all over again. Over the weekend, and I wasn't intending to. I don't believe in treat days or cheat days. I just don't believe in that. It happens organically. So in other words, on Saturday, I was out and about with my husband and our son. We were out having a good time. We enjoy flea markets and thrift stores and antique stores. That's kind of what we do for fun. And so we were out and about, a couple different towns, went out for lunch to a Mexican restaurant. Now for me, beans, rice, and chips are not part of my program on an everyday basis. But I can tell you they were oh so yummy. I probably ate more than I normally do. I still left things on my plate that I couldn't finish. But in the past, that would have given me permission to just continue to eat whatever I wanted for the rest of the day, all day Sunday, maybe even today. Because my feelings at that point would have been, you can't do this, you'll never get thin, what's wrong with you, how come you can't make better choices? None of that occurred. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the company. It tasted amazing. And I probably continued to overeat the rest of the day, but there was no, oh, well, I've blown it, I'm going to go back on my diet tomorrow. There was none of that. I just enjoyed the food for the day. And then went back into my normal eating routine the next morning. I had no deprivation, no saying I need to starve myself. I can't eat anything until noon or 3 o'clock or even dinner. I'm only going to drink coffee. There was none of that from the past that I would have hopped on. And oh, by the way, I need to do 100 squats. I don't do one right now. So that is how the pattern would have been in the past. But when you create the foundation of really understanding what you want, and you may be surprised. It may be that you want to be thin to thinking that it's going to help everything in your life, that it's going to mend your relationships, and it's going to create more income for you, and you're going to be able to get that career. None of that is going to be an outcome because you're thinner, unless you continue to work with that as well. Honest truth, a lot of times we mystify or create fairy tales, stories about what it's going to be like for us to be thinner, considering that it's not going to be any big deal, and we're just going to make decisions accordingly. And some of that is true if you've changed your belief system. So if you've changed the foundation and you've really discovered your choice, so that would be the main living floor of a home in Michigan. So the basement is the foundation. And if you've changed your foundations, and the main living area is that you eat on program pretty much 90% of the time, 80% of the time, and then that other 20% you enjoy other foods without resentment, without judgment, without guilt. And then the top floor is maintaining that once you received your goal. And that isn't the end all, all right? So that isn't the end all. Being at that top, that very second level doesn't mean that it's over with. What it means is that you go back into the foundation and what's next, because we are ever evolving as people. We are ever evolving. We always want more. It's in our DNA. That's how we've survived as human beings, is that we always want more. We want better. There's nothing wrong with that. So even when you get to your thin weight, and you're going to probably find out that everything is the same, but you have changed some, and you want to change more. There's nothing wrong with that. When you get to your goal weight, you're going to find out that there's something else that you want or wish for in your life. And so that belief system, going to the foundation, asking what and why. Why do I want it? What's it going to do when I get the results? What am I expecting? What's my fantasy story? Doesn't mean it can't be real. It just means looking at, is this a fantasy? My expectations a fantasy? Is this something that I really want? I've had friends and clients who have a friend, matter of fact, she was single, and she wanted a home very badly, and she wanted some land to have a little garden. And so she sat down and she visualized the home that she wanted, 3 bedrooms, wood floor on the top of the hill, so it looked over the city, half acre or more. She had her little garden, 50s, 60s style, because she liked that era of decorating. She didn't have the means to put the down payment on. She didn't have the bank account. However, within 6 months to a year, she was living in that home. So there's nothing wrong with reaching outside of what you believe your capabilities are, and including your weight. However, it's looking into the foundation of what that's really going to get you when you get it. You may find out you don't even want it at all when you ask something's biting me again. When you ask those questions, what or why? Why do you want this goal? What's important about being thin? And the foundation is all based on feeling. It's not based on action. It's not based on what's going to do for you. It's all based on feeling. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel better prepared. Are you going to be able to do what I just explained to you about on Saturday, where I didn't plan a cheat day or a treat day, but I went off program, absolutely adored it, enjoyed it. No cravings for it now at all to go back and have any more. Back to my regular routine was on Sunday, because that's my new foundation. That's my new foundation. That's my new belief system. And then you go into the main living area, which is the choices. What's my choice? My choice is I want to lose weight. I want to maintain my weight would actually be a better choice. I want to lose it and maintain it. Because most of us concentrate on the process, the losing part. We forget about the maintenance piece. And then why what? It's going to take you back down to the belief systems. It's going to tell you exactly why or what you are staying stuck, and why or what this is important to you. And then from there you go up to the main floor and you start making simple choices to support the main floor choice based on what's in your foundation. Now you can change your foundation very, very easily. Your subconscious mind can be changed. It changes through repetition, and it changes through some being in a relaxed state and through suggestion. Repetition is a little more difficult. So in other words, through conscious repetition, it's a little more difficult to change, only in the fact it takes a little bit more, it takes longer, but it still can be done. Sometimes people can make a choice about what they want to believe in their actions instantaneously, and it just happens. For most of us, including myself, not that way. And so I created a recording. It's called Weightloss, Overcome Overeating. You are welcome to have it. No obligation whatsoever. Just needed to comment in the section or direct message me that you would like it. I'll be glad to get that to you if you haven't already had it, so you can help start changing. It is a recording I made for myself some 70 pounds ago. It is what got me started. And so you're welcome to have that. So the message for today is, what's your foundation look like? And investigating what that foundation looks like for you. Your goal is to release weight. Then what or why do you want to do that? What's going to happen if you become thinner? Why do you really want that? So you can have a solid foundation. Then you go up to the main floor, the living area, and that's your choice. The choice is releasing weight. Now you may have something you want to add to that in a healthy manner without a whole lot of cravings. I mean, there could be more added to that. The second level of this process is making small choices, baby steps. I talk about baby steps all the time, taking baby steps to support your choice and to support the foundation beliefs. If you know anyone that this will be helpful, please like and follow me. Share this with them so that they can be part of this community as well. And if you so are intrigued, if you would go to the Google page for Breakthrough and leave a review, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that. So for today, have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you watch this. And I will be here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. every weekday to help support you in releasing your weight and keeping it off this time. So sending love. Take care now. Bye.